Hi, today I wanted to share this Webster's Pages Color Crush Planner with you. I actually have probably like 3 or 4 planner videos that are going to go up. So if that's not really your thing, I apologize. I just have had I found a planner, which I will share a video on, but I just wanted to try something else, and I do enjoy the planner I have, but this was one of the things I thought I would try because it's fairly inexpensive. It was, I think, around $30, and for what I thought I would get, it would be worth it. I usually have always had a bound planner. I just prefer bound planners. I've never really liked the ring system, and I've wanted to try I've just wanted to try a ring system for a little while. Like, I guess you watch enough YouTube videos, you want to do it, right? So I found this Webster's Pages planner, and I thought that I would like to try this, not only because I thought the price was good and it looked like a decent product, but I'm definitely not going to be one that will like decorate my planner, and I don't necessarily think that's an important component of the whole process for me, and sometimes I find all of it a bit overwhelming. In fact, I don't know, it's almost like a mix between scrapbooking and planning, or kind of both. Whatever makes people happy. But when I saw this, I thought that the inserts they had were pretty. They were attractive inserts and better than something that was just super plain. Or not better necessarily, but different. So I wanted to give it a shot. I had to wait for several weeks because it was back ordered, and I purchased it from Blue Moon Scrapbooking, and I will leave their link in the description box below. They were very good about calling me and telling me about availability and when it would ship, and so I was okay with that. I mean, I had a planner that I was already using, and you know, I just wanted to try this. And so it came in the mail, and my rings were, there was a gap, at least like a 2mm gap. Now that doesn't seem like a lot, but when you're trying to flip through a planner, it is a lot because the pages will fall through, they'll get stuck on there, and I didn't like that at all. So I called Blue Moon Scrapbooking, and the guy named Scott was very nice about it, and he said, we've had some people, you know, that have called with this issue. I'm going to call Webster's Pages and I'll get back to you. So then he got back to me a couple days later. It was over the weekend, and he asked me to send him, oh no, I'm sorry. So that was like on a Thursday that I called. On, maybe it was Friday. On Monday, I received a planner in the mail from Blue Moon Scrapbooking, and I was like, whoa, because when I talked to him before on the phone, he said, would you be willing to have another color so that you don't have to wait because it's back ordered? And I had agreed that that would be fine. And so I thought, did he just go ahead and send me that other color? Well, I open it up, and it's the same color of planner that I ordered. I'm like, okay, I'm a little bit confused. I look at the rings, there's a gap in them. I pop the rings and put them back together, and there's a huge gap in them, like they won't close at all. And so that one didn't work. So I called him up, talked to him again, and he asked me to send him an email. He said, if you can take a picture, that would be great. If not, you know, I don't want it to be any kind of work for you, but it was very easy to just take a picture and attach it. And he said, I'm going to forward it to Webster's Pages. The next morning, I had an email from Webster's Pages from a woman named Shauna, and she suggested that I don't remember how she described it, but how she described it was a little confusing to me. I read it to my husband, it made sense to him, and it fixed my planner. So the original one that I purchased was fixed completely with this solution that I will share with you. And I've seen YouTube videos where people have had problems with these rings, and maybe this is the fix, and they just need to stick a little piece of paper in there or something, like a diagram to share with people, because otherwise it's beautiful. So then we tried it on the second planner, and it did fix the ring gap issue. The rings closed together, but they were vertically misaligned, like if you can imagine, they were like higher than the other, so they weren't flush, so the pages weren't turning easily. It was, you know, catching on the end. So I emailed her back and let her know that it fixed the one, not the other, and she said, well, since you have a working one, please keep it, and keep the other one. I was only charged for one planner. She said, keep the other one and do whatever you want with it. So I came home today and told my husband about it, and I asked him if he would be willing to try to readjust the rings on the planner so that they were, you know, with a needle nose plier, and he did. And for the most part, it's a lot better than it was, you know, instead of it being like this, now maybe it's more like this. But it's not nearly as noticeable. You could certainly live with it. He did scuff up the rings a little bit doing that, but I think you wouldn't notice it if you hadn't known that it was there. So I believe I'm going to be giving that planner to one of my friends as a gift. And now I'm going to show you the planner. So it comes in this beautiful box, and it's definitely a box that you could keep and you could put inserts in or whatever. Then there's a little paper that says hello. And so I ordered it in white, and so now I have two in white. They're exactly the same, the same thing. So this is the planner. It comes with, it's white, and it has, I know it's some sort of leather. I think I read it's split leather, but it's soft. It's puffy. It's soft. It's nice, and I like it. It's a nice size. It's easy to hold in your hand. And let's see the measurements on it. It's about 8 inches tall and 5 inches wide, and about an inch and almost like an inch and a quarter tall. Sorry, you can't see that. So it's just white all around. It has a little gold WP for Webster's planners. The back is blank. The back is just plain white, and I like that it's squishy. This is really cute little button, and then you just pop it open. I know some people have had like issues with the stitching. I didn't really have any issues with it at all, other than the ring problem, which is now no longer a problem. So it came with this little thing here, this little hook. It says be yourself, and I think people know by now that the different colors have different little sayings on them and have different dividers, a different color scheme, I guess, for the paper. So it came with this little sheet of stickers, and it's pretty cute. Like on first glance you're like, oh, look at all those tiny stickers, but the stickers are really kind of strange when you look at them. Can I just share a couple? Like this little tiny sticker that says I'm sulking, and it's in rainbow letters. I don't understand. Let's see, there's some more. There's like a little sad girl right here. It says I'm sad, and she's like crying. Why do we make a sticker about that? This one is gloomy day. She's a very unhappy little girl. A sad pill, I think that's what it is. And then there's a bunch of food ones that have different items of food and the calories on them, like 240 kilocalories. And there's like pizza, and then there's a pizza one that's backwards, and like the letters are printed backwards. Very bizarre. So cute on first glance, and then when you look at them, you're like, what does that say? I don't even know what that is. It looks like, I don't know. This one was very strange. It says, nigh all, it was just a brick in the wall. I think they were trying to say all in all, it was just a brick in the wall, but it didn't happen. So, very bizarre stickers. I don't understand, but whatever. So this came with the planner. Inside the white one, it's gold, and so I really liked the gold, and I liked the gold rings, and I wanted gold inside. The gold on the outside was a little too much for me. It was gold and then hot pink, and that was too much. I thought this was very classy. So there's a pocket here, there's two slit pockets, and then there's a flat pocket, and it has beautiful gold inside, gold leather, or whatever this is, split leather. I've heard that people have had problems with the pockets. I see no issue with it. So I don't know if you can see. This was the one that he worked on with the pliers. You might be able to see like a little bit of scuffing right there. Probably not even. But that was it. And the rings close beautifully. So let me show you how the ring situation was fixed. So I'm positioning you like this. There's two little, you know, finger, whatever this is, two of these, right, to pop open the rings. So I pop them open, no problem. So you close them with this, because you can't close them with these. You close them with your fingers like that. Now look at that. Do you see that ring gap? I mean, that is massive. You see that, right? You have to see that. Look at that. That you can't live like that, right? And so what she suggested, now I hope it works while I'm on camera. Oh, it just did. Yes. These little flaps need to be pushed all the way up. As soon as you do that, it locks the rings into place. Do you see that? There's no more gap. It's perfectly closed. All of them are perfectly closed. I'm going to show you that again. So you pop it open, fine. You close it, fine. Now, it's not as gapped as it was before, but you can still see that there is a gap there, correct? Now all I do is I just push this up, and you probably saw this side went up a little bit. This side was already up. You push it up, completely closed. There is absolutely no gap there. Perfect. So if people just knew of that solution, I think a lot of people would have been way more happy with their planners, because it seemed like that was the big issue. Now with this one, it was also vertical alignment, but my husband adjusted them and there's no problem with that anymore. So it's a beautiful planner for like $30. And from what I've seen, you really can't get close to that with this feel of a binder. But you know, I'm not super experienced with ring bound planners. So it comes with a little bookmark that has gold polka dots on it, and it says "Right Now" at the top. And this one is one you can just pop out, and you can pop it back in. And the planner comes with like just a plain plastic sheet that protects the page underneath. That says "Start each day with a positive thought," and it's on the pretty vellum paper with gold lettering. And what I like about this setup is, I think you can see it. Yeah, you can. Behind this is a beautiful card. The white planner, I think it's the watercolors set of dividers. And so you can see like a watercolor painting behind it, and it's more vivid in real life. It's a little muted on the camera, but it's really pretty just to kind of see that behind this. So you have the plastic cover, you have the vellum, then you have two more plastic sheets that are labeled dashboard. And then you have the first, or this actually isn't even a divider. This is just like a cover page kind of thing. But it's a pretty watercolor. And then on the back, and it's a nice heavy cardstock, it says property of, and you can put your personal information there. Then you get the first divider, and I think this first divider is beautiful. It's like a, I don't know, they did some color effects on it, but it's trees and it has little hearts, and I think it's very pretty. And the label says "Write it down," and it's the same on the back, and it's a heavy cardstock, or not the label, the tab right here says "Write it down." And then in this section, they just give you a section of paper. It says thoughts, dreams, ideas, and it has a very cute little typewriter down here with space for the date. And I like how it, like I said, it's already kind of pre-decorated for you so that it looks cute, but I wouldn't need to decorate it anymore. Like I would need to feel, it wouldn't feel plain and blank to me. Not that I feel like I need to decorate, but you know what I'm saying? It's just, it's cute. So there's a little space up there for dates. Then here's the next tab, and it's called Memory Keeping, and I just love all the different watercolor dots. And it says a month, a day in the life, and then there's a list for 31 slots where you could write something down. I think they're about 1 millimeter or 2 tall. And it has this cute little camera on the bottom. On the back, there's a sketch area. There's a place for you to record things that people said, and then a spot that says "Remember this," with a spot for the month, day, and year. So that's your memory section for people that like to, I kind of like it actually because you could keep a record of your day but not feel like you have to do a journal entry and even write a whole sentence. Like just jot down, you know, a few words about your day, which I think is a pretty cool idea. The next divider is a carousel, and it says "List to Love." I like this, except when you look closely, the animal or the picture they chose to emphasize is this weird looking animal. I don't know why. And that's very cute. And it has a spot for to-dos. And There are little lines with check boxes, and then a spot for monthly goals, and then a spot for plan and do. So it's just another checklist area. The paper quality is really decent. I would say, you know, you could write on it. Sorry, you could write on it with a fountain pen as long as it was like fine tipped and not super juicy, I would guess. Then there's a spot for a menu back on the back page, and I love all of the lettering and stuff that's on these. It's very cool. And a shopping list area. Then there is the staying inspired section, and I love this divider because it has all the paints and the paintbrushes. It's so cool. And it has like cute little paper in here, and I don't have any idea what I would do with this, but I don't know. It gives you 2 pages of each. You can do anything, and it's like this very cute little scene with, and it looks like it has washi tape, which is just so cute. Then there's another one that says Dream Big, and it has a very cute little bird on the back. Enjoy the moment is what it says. And then it has this beautiful flower and hummingbird. And then a gumball machine with some flowers, which is super cute. And the back is gumball machine. That was me catching it on something. That's not the planner. Then you have the calendar section, and it has these soft pastel balloons. And then you have your months. So it's all tabbed each month, and it's a month on 2 pages. They're lined little boxes, and they are very little boxes, maybe an inch tall by 3/4 of an inch wide. It's kind of shocking to me how tiny these boxes are. I'm not used to writing in something that small. But I have all those fine tip pens. The month before, the month after, and then a spot for a list. Then on the back is a list that says this and that, and there's a spot for each day, day 1 through 31. And I don't know, you could write whatever you wanted on there. So each month is like that. So the month section is all one part. And then when you get beyond the month section, you have the week planner. And it's dated for 2015. And I really like the layout actually, and I think this makes it usable. So each day of the week has an equal section. That was another reason why I wanted to try this planner, because most of them divide Saturday and Sunday. So they're labeled with date and date. And at the top there's a box that says this week, and you can write whatever you'd want in there. And it numbers, it tells you what week, like this is the 2nd week because it was for January. So then you just have a whole year of these week on 2 pages. And I really do think, even though this planner is very small, the size of, to me, it's small. I shouldn't say it's very small. There are smaller. So the size of the paper is 3 3/4 wide by, it looks like 6 3/4 long. Essentially, you have a very tiny page to write on, but I think the orientation of these and the fact that they didn't squeeze 2 days in one block, I think is great, and it would be usable. So then you get to the very end, and it says she designed the life she loved, and then you have another piece of plastic, and you have a top-loading pocket, and then you get a little notepad that I have tweaked on there. You get a beautiful little notepad that says lists and notes. There's a slip pocket up there and down there, and an elastic pen loop that stretches quite a bit. And then it has a little bit long of a strap, so I think, if you wanted to stick things in there, you could definitely do that. I just have to show you this combination because I think it's pretty awesome. So gold Metropolitan, white planner with gold accents. I mean, come on. This pen was made for this planner. Can I just share that idea? Or a white pen of some sort, and I will do a review on these. In there, just looks awesome. So I hope that you found this interesting or useful or informative, and I will be doing just a walkthrough of a couple of other planners, and then I'm going to do a review on the planner that I have been using for 2015 and let you know how I'm liking that. But I just wanted to try something different. So I hope that you guys are having a great day, and I will talk with you soon. Bye-bye.